Hello and welcome to Only Connect. We've got a live audience in tonight, though I doubt you'll hear much from them. They're here by mistake. They were hoping to see a recording of Pobla Cwm, the award-winning Welsh soap. Set in the fictional Cwm Dairy, it's one of those shows that isn't afraid to tackle the big issues. Illness, violence, criminality, suffering, harassment. It's gruelling stuff, really putting its viewers through the ringer. So if you're a fan of that sort of thing, stick around, you won't be disappointed. Quizzing tonight are, on my right, Andy Chrisley, a data analyst and freelance apps creator whose app went to #1 in Grenada for 1 hour. James Buchanan, a maths graduate who used to celebrate Christmas every Thursday. And their captain, Daniel Foskett, a bank worker from Luton who received a hand-drawn cartoon from the armed robber Charles Bronson. United by a taste for tea, they aren't the Brews. You beat the Hot Pots to make it through to the quarter-final. Well done. What advice have you given your teammates in advance of the game?
Well, we know we're playing some great quizzes, but we've been quite buoyed by a good win, so we're just going to try and enjoy ourselves, and hopefully that will take us as far as we can go.
Good luck. Those quizzes you're facing are, on my left, Lindsay McBrien, a business analyst from Washington, D.C., who still holds her school record for the most language classes taken by a single student. Ailsa Watson, a keen traveller who has met the Manic Street Preachers twice, both times in a chip shop. And their captain, Dave McBrien, a pub quizmaster who used to work as a fencing coach. All graduates of Scotland's ancient universities, they are the ancient alumni. Now, you beat the West Enders to make the quarter-finals. What do you think of tonight's opposition?
Well, I'm sure at this stage of the tournament there's no easy matches, and I'm sure this will be no exception to that.
And what advice have you given your teammates in advance of the game?
Well, it's more about the advice they've given me in no uncertain terms, which is mainly to do with shutting up more.
Well, we are going to kick off by playing round one. Your side won the toss, but you will be staying quiet because you've thrown your opponents in first. Brews, you'll be choosing the first hieroglyph. What's it to be?
We'll go Horned Viper, please.
The Horned Viper. OK, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
No. Next, please. OK.
Yeah.
So, husband and wife? Should we just look at next, then?
Yeah.
Next, please.
That's St George Simpson. No, I'll keep going for you.
OK, and next, please.
That's fine.
Are they brother and sister? Or are they brother and sister who got together?
2 seconds.
We think it's to do with the brothers and sisters who got together. Could be an incest question.
I'm afraid it is an incest question. Brothers and sisters. Incestuous siblings. I like your delicacy.
Yeah.
You recognise that last pair from A Song of Ice and Fire. Do you know any of the others?
No, not really. I didn't know Zeus was into incest.
Oh, those Greek gods. Yes, Zeus and Hera were a married couple, also brother and sister in the Greek gods. Nat and Georgia Simpson from Brookside. Rather an unpopular storyline. I think they left soon after. And Richard and Natalie Gillespie. Do you know who that is? It's the Stephen Poliakoff film Close My Eyes in 1991. Played by Clive Owen and Saskia Reeves. Very attractive couple. Just the kind of people you don't really want to see playing an incestuous brother and sister. Anyway, nice to get that out of the way. Back to the family team. Ancient alumni, what would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. OK. It's the music question. What connects the clues you're going to hear? First one coming in now.
Extra Boys.
Yeah. I don't know. Might be another one. Next.
Which was Samantha Jones's Eurovision Song Contest entry.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because the first one would be Boo Hoo in 1980.
It could go be
It would be a bit early to download.
Yeah.
Next, please.
It's going to make you a star when you do this.
Oh, right.
Keep looking at EastEnders.
Oh,
You got it.
yeah. I'll hand over to Ailsa.
It's a song about EastEnders cast members.
I think this is one of the most difficult music questions we've ever had. You've heard 3 clues. You're completely correct. Performers who subsequently joined the cast of EastEnders. That's amazing. What did we hear?
I didn't know the first one. The second one was A Message to Your Heart by Samantha Womack, formerly Samantha Janus. And number 3 was Gonna Make You a Star by David Essex.
And we would have heard Spandau Ballet featuring Martin Kemp. First one, Lee Ryan from Blue.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Very well done. Good quizzing. So we've had Brookside and EastEnders. The people who were hoping to see Pablo Cum were very happy. You enjoying yourselves? I said to you in it. Never mind. Very well done indeed. Bruce, what would you like?
Lion, please.
Lion. OK. What is the connection between these picture clues? Here's the first.
That is... Next, please. Isn't he the big speaker? Is he the No, he's not. I think he's the Should we go for the big? What else would it be? It's the big 3. Should we go for the big? I think the big something. OK, let's do it. We're going to say they're all the big something.
That's absolutely right. Talk me through the clues.
So we've got the big yin is Billy Connolly, and we think the big 3, Clemenceau, Wilson and George. Ernie Els is the big something, but we can't quite remember.
The Big Easy, and the third clue, of course, New York, the Big Apple. Well done. Well, the battle is on. Ancient alumni, what would you like?
Water, please.
Water. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Korean, obviously, and was he the Prime Minister? I think we'll probably need another, yeah. Next, please. Oh, the colour is relevant, OK. 60, 65. We're going to need another. We're running out of time. Next. Yellow period. Next, please.
The House of Houses.
Of course, I should have got it on the first one. It's the colours of houses they lived in.
It's the colours of houses they lived in. This is what I love about getting to the quarter-finals and the higher level of quizzing. You must understand, for me and the viewers at home, when the first clue comes up and it's just some letters on a screen and you go, Korean, obviously, and then later you mutter, I should have got it on the first clue.
Well, I said he was a Korean Prime Minister. I'd forgotten that the Korean Prime Minister lives in the Blue House.
Yes, I mean, most of us wouldn't have known any of it, so that's amazing. Actually, President of South Korea lived in the Blue House. And what about the other clues?
Obviously, Barack and Michelle Obama in the White House.
In the White House.
Van Gogh and Gauguin. Was that in Arles, the Yellow House?
In Arles in Provence, yes. It was destroyed accidentally by bombing in 1944. And William Morris, the Red House in Bexley Heath. He lived there, and it was a favourite of the arts and crafts movement, that house.
Yeah, I didn't know to take in the colour.
Very well done. I love it that you're annoyed for not coming in after one clue. I mean, who would do that? Bruce, what would you like?
Twisted Flax.
The Twisted Flax. OK, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
OK, next, please.
3E. So is it a number followed by a letter? No, it's not.
Can you next?
Yeah, let's go.
Next, please.
Oh, no. These are... There's billion and different in US and UK, isn't it?
1 second.
Oh, blimey. I think the top and the bottom numbers are called the same thing in UK and US language.
I'm afraid that's not it. And I'm going to show the last clue to the ancient alumni for a possible bonus.
Yeah, they're all rhyming numbers.
They are rhyming numbers. Did you just spot it at the end there, James?
I just spotted it, yeah.
Too late, I'm afraid. Rhyming numbers. And what are those numbers?
Pi and Phi, 3 and E, million and billion, 7 and 11.
7 and 11 at the end there. That's absolutely right. Spotted it. Seconds too late. Well done for the bonus. And another question for you. It's the last question of the round, the Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, please. Probably need another. Yeah. Next. A tall real
check. So we're gonna have to...
Next, please.
Was it even man in front of manscaping, mansplaining, yeah.
You can replace the initial bit with man, so mankini, mansplaining.
That's absolutely right, yes. It's a bit of sort of humorous feminism these days. Man-terrupting, manscaping, mankini, mansplaining. It's a way of slightly taking the mickey out of men for doing that sort of thing. What is mansplaining, Dave?
I'd have to ask Lindsay to tell you.
I actually feel very sorry for men when that happens, because it is my observation that men just like explaining things. It's nothing to do with talking down to women. In my experience, when my husband is in the pub with his friend Tom, they will take hours to explain to each other why the Second World War happened, why a coconut should be a nut but actually isn't. They don't care who's listening. They just love to explain. I think it's a harmless hobby for men. That means at the end of round 1, the Brews have 4 points, the Ancient Alumni have 5. Sequences round now. The teams will see a maximum of 3 clues before telling me what comes forth. You'll be going first again, Brews. What would you like?
Horned Viper, please.
The Horned Viper. Okay. You'll be seeing the first in a sequence. What will come forth? Your time starts now.
Next, please. Next, please. Hypotenuse.
Is the right answer, and why?
This is the Element song by Tom Lehrer.
Oh, interesting. The
Oh, no,
Element
it's not the
song.
Element song, is it?
Well, the Element song by Tom Lehrer is very much a tribute to this, but this is the original, which is.
This is, oh no, I know what it is. It's Gilbert and Sullivan.
That's right. It's the modern Major General from the Pirates of Penzance. Absolutely right. Tom Lehrer used the tune for a different song. Do you know the words?
I am the very model of a modern Major General, and no, I can't remember the rest.
Here they are. There are the lyrics. Let's have a little bit of the first verse. You join in, Daniel. Let's have the two of you. 1, 2, 3.
I am the very model of a modern Major General. I've information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England and I quite suffice the school from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical.
That's lovely. That'll do. I think that was brilliant. That was brilliant. You're totally forgiven for your heat. They wouldn't sing when they had a sequence question. Subsequently, I became suspicious that James had lovely singing voice, and so you do. Thank you very much. Alumni, your choice.
2 reads, please.
2 reads. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Oh, Rufus died. He did follow us the first. I think the lead on it. Next, please. Okay, so William followed William first. Did Henry the First follow William the Second? So who followed William the Fourth, Victoria? So it's William the Second come after William the First, Henry the First come after William the Second, and who comes after William the Third? Who comes after William the Fourth, which is Victoria? Okay. IV Victoria.
Is the right answer. And why?
It's successors of King William's.
That's exactly so. And can you talk me through the various Williams and who their successors were?
OK, well, William the First was succeeded by William the Second.
That was a straightforward one. He succeeded his father.
Yep, William the Second succeeded by Henry the First.
Who was?
Were they brothers?
It was his brother, that's right.
William the Third was succeeded by Queen Anne, who would be relatively distant. Were they cousins?
It was actually a sister-in-law.
Oh, sister-in-law,
Anne's
yes.
sister-in-law.
Yes, she was Mary's sister, that's right. And William IV succeeded by his niece, Victoria.
His niece, Victoria, that's absolutely right. William IV had no surviving legitimate children, though he did have about 10 illegitimate children by the Irish comedian Dorothy Jordan. She sounds rather great, doesn't she? I can only imagine sort of Aisling B having an affair with Prince Charles, which is a magnificent image in my mind. Very well done. Bruce, what would you like next?
Lion, please.
Lion. OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
7th Street, 8th corner, 9th corner.
Let's go next.
Coronation Street.
Next, please.
Is in the
We're going to go strike 10.
Not it, I'm afraid. Alumni, do you want to have a go?
Clear 26.
Not it. And frankly, well done all of you for not knowing this. I could have told you immediately the answer is straight 35, and the reason is these are roulette bets. Oh. It's returns and roulette. If you bet on a corner, they pay you 8 to 1, a street 11 to 1, split 17 to 1, and the highest payout, a straight 35 to 1, is what they'll give you. And then you'll bet again and again and again, and they won't give you anything, and you'll give it all back, and you'll find yourself presenting 14 series of a quiz, trying to claw back the money, just because you got so excited about the old 11 to 1 the street. Well done, you. So no points there. Alumni, what would you like?
Would you take the Eye of Horus, please?
The Eye of Horus. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Well, I'm not going to ignore there, surely, for a sequence. Next, please. Oh, OK, yes, this is joining the EU enlargements. So Romania and one other, and the last one will be Croatia and no others. Definitely.
OK.
Yeah. Croatia and no others.
Is the right answer. You're doing some very good early coming in after 2 clues. What's this sequence?
It's the foremost recent enlargements of the European Union.
That's exactly so. Accession to the EU and the most recent Croatia on the 1st of July 2013. Well done, well quizzed. Back to you, Bruce, for another choice.
Twisted flax, please.
The twisted flax. These are going to be picture clues. What sort of thing would you expect to see in the 4th picture? Here's the first.
Next, please. Next, please. So you take bow off every time, do you? Yeah. So should we just say no? So we say Doctor No? Do we take, what are we taking off? What are we taking off? Take off last 2 letters. So Bo Derek? Yeah. OK, Bo Derek?
Lovely. We've actually gone for a picture of Bo, who I think was the Obama's dog. But Bo anything would do, and why?
We're taking off the last 2 letters.
What are those other things?
So we've got a bonobo, we think, and bono, but none of us recognise the first cartoony type thing.
It's Bono, who's a sort of Japanese manga character. And then you take 2 letters off the end to get the bonobo monkey, another 2 for Bono, and you take another 2 off and you get Bo. Last question of the round for you, alumni, the water question. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
That's all the quiz. He did at the end. Next, please.
That's adopting children, so...
Those number of children they adopted.
Madonna?
So he's adopted 4
She's
children.
had... I think she's only adopted 3, right? I don't know.
Is Angelina Jolie, or has she had even more?
Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, they've adopted loads. Well, they've had 3 biological children. She's got Maddox. I think she has adopted 4 children.
I was trying to hedge in that. Somebody who's adopted 4 children and 4.
Well, I'll take that answer because you have worked out the puzzle. That is correct. Do you want to have a go at a name?
We're thinking Angelina Jolie? Or Madonna?
Madonna might be too few. Angelina Jolie's too many, is it?
Madonna is a perfect answer. I think Angelina Jolie's adopted 3 children and then plenty of biological children to mix in. But Madonna, at time of recording, has adopted... Do you know their names?
David is one of them.
Yeah, there was David Banda. There was some controversy around that adoption. Yeah.
I've forgotten the rest. Personally unfamiliar with Madonna's family.
Mercy and the twins Esther and Stella, all children from Malawi. So somebody who's adopted 4 children, for example, Madonna. Very well done. That means at the end of round 2, the Brews have 8 points, the alumni have 14. And now for a pair of quarter-final connecting walls. Alumni, you'll be going first this time. Would you like lion or water?
I would have lion, please.
OK, 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Phoenix? No. Okay, no.
Rain, summer, yes.
Rain, like an
yes.
Liberty.
Lovely.
Sorry, it's
Fine.
too fast.
Okay, so the Secretary Generals, they're not all.
Banks, Food Bank, River Bank, Sperm Bank.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
World Bank.
Now, hang on.
Wait.
Are they the only four? Pitt Bank, Bush Bank, Kim Bank, Ellis Bank. I don't think anything else fits, so let's leave those four aside to give us more lives.
It's been
different islands.
No, these ones.
Island, Elsa.
New York Islands, you're right.
These ones, these ones have been. There's been 2 Trudeaus, 2 Roosevelts, 2 Pitts, 2 Kims, probably 2
I think that's
Prime
good.
Ministers,
Yeah,
2
yeah,
Kims,
let's try
John
that.
thingies,
And Roosevelt could be a red herring.
and Governor's Islands around.
No, Governor's Island, Roosevelt Island, Ellis Island. Let's see what other islands.
Oh, did we push into that? We didn't we push into
Oh,
that?
2 bushes, right, let's cycle those.
I would leave out
Left
Roosevelt
out
because I
Kim,
think
let's
that
leave
might be
out
a.
Pitt. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Right, so the
Roosevelt-
islands
lives
in New
now.
York are
Governor.
Governors, Roosevelt, we know the others.
Oh,
Is there
that's-
really an Utah Island?
Well, let's try.
And the others must be banks, yeah.
Yeah.
You've solved the wall. Very well done. What about the connections? Summer, Liberty. I'll stop there.
These the Phoenix siblings.
They are the Phoenix siblings. And the Green Group, Pitt, Trudeau, Bush, and so on.
Well, there've been 2 world leaders of that name.
I need
Are
to
they
hear
all
something
fathers and
specific.
sons?
Fathers and sons. They're father and son leaders. That's absolutely right. And the next group, governors, Uthant or Uthant, Roosevelt, Ellis.
Now, these are all islands. Are they all in New York City?
The islands in New York.
New
That's
York.
exactly right. Yes, Uthant is an artificial island in the East River.
Oh, next to the United Nations
Yeah,
building.
exactly
of
so.
course.
And the last group, World Food Sperm River.
Banks.
They are the banks. So 4 points for the groups, 4 for the connections, and the bonus of 2. That's the maximum of 10. Very well done. Let's bring in their opponents now and give them the water wall. See how they get on with solving it. Bruce, you have 2.5 minutes to solve your wall, starting now.
Okay.
Hawk.
Tennis.
And VAR as well.
Cyclops is also.
Cyclops. That's definitely.
Hotspot is cricket.
Yeah, try that.
Okay.
So Chimera and Hydra, they're both kind of, oh, and Kerberos as well, they're all Greek beasts. So Kerberos and Hydra, anything else?
Can't see anything. Should we try?
Yeah.
Colophon sounds like it might, but I'm not sure. Okay.
So a rubric and a legend are sort of, and captions are all sort of ways to describe
So is it legend, motto,
motto.
caption?
Should we have a go? And
Yeah.
colophon, potentially. That might be a Greek one.
Okay. So everything bar.
So I've done everything bar caption and colophon.
Okay.
Rubric, motto.
Okay. So we got like
So mine talk
Three
Chimera.
lines.
there's
Plenty
helicopter
of time.
soundery things here, is
Yeah.
there? Right, so is there helicoptery things and
So lock, I think is.
probably a helicoptery thing and helicoptery
So
thing.
we've got loads of time.
Okay.
So Hydra and Cerberus are mythological
So Lemmy and
creatures.
Hydra and
Take
Kerberos
that away
are.
then. Okay.
So they are definitely things. So I said Theseus and Minotaur. These are 2 of Heracles'
Yeah.
labours.
And would
Legend
Chimera be
isn't.
one as well?
Sorry?
Could Chimera be one?
Chimera's not one of Heracles, but it's definitely a kind of mythological
Right.
beast.
So legend, Locke and Dunkirk, I'd say, do not fit into that sort of
What's
category.
Python?
I don't know. That could be a Greek thing.
Okay.
Do we reckon that's more? Could be likely to be one of these as well.
Chimera feels like a bit of a helicopter thing to me, but I'm not sure.
Shall we try? Should we try Chimera? Because I think we've tried
Okay.
those before.
Okay. No, okay.
So should we try the same 3 with Typhon?
I think so. These don't look like.
Yeah, they don't look like they belong.
So should we try Typhon?
Yeah? Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Fine.
One more life.
So
Yeah.
which one of
Could
these
be
are we
a-
going to exclude?
So if we do this again,
Do you say Minotaur is not one of the
It's not,
Heracles
it's not.
ones? So maybe it's not.
so we
Maybe it's
Cerberus one.
Yeah, let's read
Hydra one.
one of these 2 should we pick in Minotaur?
So,
Should we go Minotaur?
All right, let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
That's the one. You've solved the wall. Very well done.
Well done,
Now,
Chris.
what about the connections? Hotspot, VAR, Hawkeye, Cyclops.
So
Sporting-
for contentious decisions sort of thing in sport.
They are decision makers in sport. Yes, the VAR, video assistant referee. It's chillingly called. And the Green Group, caption, motto, rubric, and so on.
So
Words or phrases used to describe or summarise something else.
That's it. Explanatory words, exactly so. The kind of thing that's on the wall of an art gallery if the piece doesn't speak for itself. Little essay by somebody. Explanatory terms. And the next group, Minotaur, Loch, Legend, Dunkirk.
Not 100% sure on this. We're going to guess helicopters.
Now, I know what you mean, they are a bit helicoptery, and that's because they are the films of Tom Hardy, that particularly macho actor. Tom Hardy films. And the last group, Chimera, Typhon, Hydra, and so on.
These are kind of Greek or mythological beasts of some sort.
That's exactly what they are, Greek mythological creatures. Can you be more specific about the creatures?
There's the Linnaean Hydra, which is one of the kind of beasts that Hercules fought, or Heracles fought, with the many heads. 9 heads. Cerberus he's the 3-headed dog. Typhon, I don't know.
Typhon's a non-specific monster who's actually the father of the other 3 in the group. And Chimera, fire-breathing female monster with the head of a lion, body of a goat and tail of a snake. All Greek monsters. Very well done. So you found all 4 groups. You gave me 3 connections. That's a total of 7. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Brews have 15 points. The Ancient Alumni have 24. Missing vowels time now. Fingers on buzzers, teams. I can tell you that the first group are all educational establishments that don't exist. Brews?
Oh, sorry.
Too long, I'm afraid. Ancient Alumni, do you know?
Footlights College.
From the young ones, correct. Alumni?
The University of Life.
Correct. Alumni?
The School of Hard Knocks.
Yes, it is. Brews?
Monsters University.
Correct. Next category, keepers, and what kind of keepers they are. Alumni?
Oliver Mellors and Gamekeeper.
Well done. Brews?
Johnny Bairstow and Wicket Keeper.
Very good. Alumni?
John...
Too long, I'm afraid you must lose a point. Brews, do you know?
John Aspinall and Zookeeper.
Yes, it is. Next clue. Brews?
David Seaman and Goalkeeper.
Correct. Next category, films in which a lead character is called Tommy. Ancient Alumni?
Goodfellas.
That's Joe Pesci. Brews?
The Rugrats movie.
Well done, Tommy Pickles. That last one was Tommy. But the bell has gone for the end of the quiz, and I can tell you that the winners and through to the semi-final with 28 points are the Ancient Alumni. Well done, some very good quizzing. In second place with 19, it's the Brews. Very sorry to lose you, Brews. You've had an interesting rollercoaster ride in this competition. You've gone home, you've come back, you've fully justified your place here. There's been some great quizzing from you. Really nice to meet you all. Thank you for playing. And thank you for watching Only Connect. Although, of course, it wouldn't be Only Connect without my traditional recipe slot. Tonight, pizza alla Sorrentina. Simply unscrew a bottle of Chianti and pick up the phone. Goodbye.